Alright, so this is my writing setup. There's a little bit of a mess over here because I have my Cosmos map and my emotion thesaurus, and then over here I have the pages where I edited 3 silver rings and the illuminators there. So this is for later because that's for editing. So we're gonna be putting some music and then we can start. But yeah, go check out the illuminators and 3 silver rings available on Amazon if you're interested. So that's that. And oh, and the flowers. I love my flowers. I wish I could hug them, but yeah. And I have my candle here too. Bro, so they're streaming Twilight on the Twilight Saga YouTube channel. That's crazy. But I just saw it, and yeah, we need to take it off so we can put some music. Love Twilight, by the way. Jacob. Okay, hi guys. It's been a while since I've recorded, so it's a little bit weird. I'm trying to get back to just recording and all that stuff. Crazy. Now I'm back. Yeah, so this is my setup, and the camera from this angle, it's from like a face, it's a little bit blurry, so I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, this is my setup. As you can see here, I have Ludovico Einaudi playing in the background, because what is not raining if I don't play Ludovico Einaudi in the background? So yeah, but here I am. Welcome to another video. I'm so glad that I'm getting more subscribers, so thank you so much to my 134 subscribers that like my video. But anyways, hi, I'm back. So I had to pause because my brother was coming to the room. So anyway, yeah, yeah, thank you for all my subscribers, and thank you for watching my shorts and my videos, and I'm just so glad that I get to share what I'm doing with y'all. So I'm so excited to keep posting more videos. Yeah, they're coming up. I'm working on it. It's just been so chaotic with things that I've been doing, so yeah. But anyways, I already posted a video. It's giving the title of my 3rd novel, so if you guys want to go and check that out. I don't know if I posted it here on the YouTube shorts. I think I did, yeah. So if you guys want to go check that out, because I don't want to say that yet until I'm actually finished. But yeah, so we're gonna get started and let's do this. So because this is kind of a writing video, I wanted to talk a little bit about character development, because one of my friends did a video talking about how she wanted to improve her characters and just know more about them, and just planning their personalities, their traits, and all of that. And at the end of her video, she mentioned me, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to help her out and give her some advice and some motivation to keep writing her story, because it is good. So if you're listening to this, it's a good story, and I cannot wait to know what happens next. But I wanted to talk about my characters, because when I started writing about my characters, I also struggled a lot, and I think my characters was the first thing that I started planning. And it was so many years ago. I wasn't even living in this house, but I was back when I was probably like 17, 18, and I was just barely about to graduate high school. But it took me a very long time to learn about my characters and their names and their personalities and their traits. And one of the things that really did help me was watching Abby Emmons videos, and her videos are about. Hi to the camera, say hi.
No, I know I'm famous.
Anyways, this is my little brother. He's gonna come on in my YouTube channel now.
Cool.
I'm back. I had to cut the video because my brother entered the room again. So yeah. Anyway, so one of the things that really did help me was watching Abby Emmons' video, and I think it's the one that's called something about character personalities, something like that. I don't remember what the video is called, but so it has to do something with character profiles. Okay, character profiles. That's what I remember now. So yeah, so when I watched her videos, I did a whole list of my characters. I wanted to show you guys first what I did when I planned these. So the first thing that I did was I didn't like planning on the laptop first. I didn't do much on my computer except for like just writing the drafts. So what I did was I created these little I guess cards or templates that from each of my characters. And yeah, instead of Killian Walker in my book, it was gonna be Ansel because I really like that name so much, but it was similar to another character, so I just changed his name. And then we got Gilbert and then Danielle. And so we're gonna go first with the main character, which is Clara. And so I have a bunch of just a bunch of things that she does, her birthday, her actual name, physical description, personality type, strengths and weaknesses, relationships, friendships, favorite books, talents, outfits, and just like her fears. And so I just wrote all of this and just a piece of paper, and that's what I did. And then I also had another little card for her apartment and fashion. I do not remember doing this, but yeah. So it was just little cards of like their stories and who they were as people, and more information about Clara here. But yeah, so I did these little cards and I just saved them since like 3 years. So, and I'm guessing after I started writing the story, I never looked at them again because I was just so immersed in just writing the story itself that I had the characters in mind and their basic descriptions and information, but I didn't went back to look at them because later on my characters did change throughout the story, character development. So I did not look at these anymore. I just had them saved. So yeah, so I have these for some of my main characters. But I wanted to show you here my laptop that I have now. After not following up with these, I started doing the character descriptions and the profiles on my laptop, and so I just have one whole document with all the characters and just their descriptions and all that. So I'm about to show you that. So for example, here I have a picture. I usually have a picture of fan character, or like a character from a previous TV show or a actor that reminds me of my own character. So I usually have a little picture like that, and here I have the names. So Clara, Killian, Gilbert, Khan, Danielle, Axel, and her family, the Grams, and then just have a bunch of questions. So like wrote the story, physical description, personality, age, their fears. And this is mostly a template that I use from Abby Emmons videos, which are super helpful. I will be advocating for those videos until the end of my writing because they help me so much to grow as a writer. So yeah, and I have Killian, and then I have Gilbert, and so those are just like the main characters. And there's Khan, yeah, and a sociopath in highlighted literally on his name because yeah, he's a sociopath. And then just Ron's story, whole villain. And we have just other characters, you know. I also was trying to, because Khan is a sociopath, trying to figure out if he was a psychopath or a sociopath, so I just put that there just to be helpful. And then I just have my other characters there. But yeah, so this is what I did for the Illuminators characters, and it really helped me so much to expand who they were as people, as fictional people. But yeah, I forget they're not real. But yeah, so that's that. And I mean, you could also do cards. I really like my cards. When I first made them, it was really fun just doing this. And some of the things that I wrote here are different from what I wrote there because my characters changed, but that's fine because the character development, I finished the first draft of the Illuminators and then decided to just change my characters. My character for Clara was actually, I imagined her as someone totally different from who I wrote here. And then later on, it was just, this is who I imagined when I did her character afterwards. But yeah, so now I'm there. I finished the Illuminators and 3 Silver Rings. I also have another template, not another template, but another draft for my characters from 3 Silver Rings. I might have it here. So this is my draft, I'm guessing my character profile for 3 Silver Rings, and I don't really talk much about these characters yet because I barely published that book. But yeah, so this is Adric, and we have Nair and Franco and Craven, which is one of the villains. Nicholas is, I'm guessing he's not really a villain, but he's just there. Carden, definitely a villain. So it's just Nair's family. So yeah, so we have some pictures of how I imagined them. Hello guys, good morning. Today it's a new day. Yesterday I was editing my book and I slept early, so I didn't write anything at all for my next novel. So I'm recording today because that's what I'm gonna do today. And I woke up early because I have a few errands to run, and I'm going to be studying for a little bit because I'm going through all the notes that I had from my very first classes at university. That way I won't forget what I learned back then, and some relearning that and watching videos and just going through those notes and just restudying everything basically, because I already graduated, but it's just good to have it memorized and learn more and just, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and I'll just keep you updated and shoot some videos there because I'm going to be recording late at night. So let's get to it. Okay, so now I'm going to be editing my novel, and I do not have the energy to do this, but we are going to do it anyway because I don't have enough time. And I also want to talk about what this novel brings to the trilogy. Actually, what happened in the Illuminators and 3 Silver Rings. So if you haven't checked them out, this is the Illuminators, my first book. This is 3 Silver Rings, my 1.5 books, because what happens here, basically this is a spin-off of what happens here, because what happens here, the main character meets the main character of this book. So when they meet, the character here still into some whole other action that's going on in their life because of revenge, and the main character here is also dealing with something very, very different. And when you read the end of this book and then read the end of this book, you're probably gonna be like, well, what do you mean? How's that going to work? And I cannot give you a lot of spoilers. I'll probably make another video talking about it, but not in this video because we're writing the 3rd novel, so I cannot give much spoilers if you haven't read it. But just a brief summary. The Illuminators is about a 19-year-old girl. Her name is Clara, and she wakes up at a stranger's house without remembering most of her memories, and she's in another country, so she does not know what's going on, and she's trying to figure it out before she goes to her hometown, but she doesn't. And the people that she meets in the country, they follow her, and so she's just trying to figure out the mystery, and then she ends up having some sort of powers, and apparently she's more important than she thinks she is. And so in the end, she's trying to fight the bad people here, and a lot of plot twists in the end. So that's that. And then on this one, we have the main character. I mean, there's 3 main characters because there's 3 different point of views. But the main character, he's 20, and his name is Adric. He goes through there's things that happen in his childhood that makes him who he is today, and that's how he grew up, and he just wants revenge to what happened to his family. And yeah, and then he's just trying to find clues and evidence of what happened. And then in the end, well, these stories happen in the same timeline. So yeah, so that's the Illuminators and 3 Silver Rings. Go check them out. They're available on Amazon, and you can also just check out the blurb at the back, so you can kind of know more about it, because I wish I could tell you the spoilers right now, but I can't, because not a lot of people have read it yet, so I really don't want to spoil it. So that's that. And then we have this book, and this is way more dramatic than these 2 books. And I'm telling you, my writing has improved so much, because when I went back and looked at the Illuminators, I'm like, there's a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of things that I would have written differently. And then I look back at this one, because this is in first point of view. This is in third point of view. Yeah, this is in third point of view, but like from the character's POV. So my writing got better on this one. But then when I was editing this one, like at least on the halfway of the chapters, my writing got way better. There's new vocabulary that I learned, and I'm really excited to just for you guys to read this one, because this one is this is the beginning. This is the actual beginning. So if that makes sense, but that's that. So let's begin editing. I'm gonna edit probably 1-2 chapters, and then I'm going to be writing for my other novel, because I need to multitask and finish both of them, because after this one there's the next one, and then the next one, and I just need to get ahead before the end of the year. So yeah, let's start. Hi guys, so I haven't even started editing because my eyes hurt. And I was going back through my other videos, and I realized that I keep saying and what else did I keep saying? I kept saying two words a lot. I think I kept saying and then I kept saying so yeah most of the time. It's super embarrassing, because after making so many YouTube videos, I cannot stop saying that. And that is not how I talk in real life. Of course not. Like, that would be super embarrassing. But I don't know, like, I record and I just say whatever comes to mind, and it's not like I'm gonna keep recording the same video over and over and over again, because I don't even remember what I said the last video. So yeah. I must stop saying that now. There's a name for whenever they keep repeating the same thing. Well, now I have to look it up because I feel embarrassed. And I'm saying this to let you know that I say it. I don't know how to stop. Pet peeve? Is that what it's called? They're filler words. I think so. See, I was about to say so yeah again. Yeah, it is filler words. And you know what's more funny is the fact that I'm editing this book and I'm trying to get rid of filler words, which is like look, smell, heard.